Congratulations, Scott. Massive win for your side. What are your thoughts on how it went?
Huge win for us. I think first and foremost, obviously, came here tonight. Objective, first and foremost, was to get 3 points, and we done that. My general feeling on the game is I thought for the first half, I thought we was incredible, really, to a man. I thought we, in every phase of our play, attacking-wise, asked the players to set about Norwich, really, with an intensity and an energy. And maybe in the back of my mind, while I was asking for that, I realised we was coming out of a really tricky week, really. And there's no denying we've probably been on the wrong end of this fixture schedule. And what I asked of the players, they delivered first half, out of possession, camping in, and then obviously was well worthy of the 2 goals. Second half falls away a little bit, and probably part of that is probably our energy levels probably drop a little bit. They bring on some subs, and they've obviously got some quality as well. And then, as always, Matt, once they scored a goal, the back end with a 1-goal swing in this division, it sometimes can come a bit nervy, and certainly that's how the game panned out. At moment, we was in reserve, and you need to dig, you need to fight, and you need to see the game out. And like I said, we've done that throughout the season, and we managed to do that again tonight.
First goal for Hannibal, took it so well, and it's a great assist from Josh Cullen as well, isn't it?
I was really pleased. Cullen's ball's superb. Pleased for Hannibal as well. He's obviously not been around it for the last few weeks. Infectious boy. You look at Hannibal on a football field, and exactly what you see, what your eyes see, is an infectious lad who's passionate about what he does. Brought him back in tonight, one, because I thought his energy could give us what we needed, and he ticked that box certainly. And then his quality in terms of his positioning, I thought he could be a threat for us in certain areas, and I was pleased that he scored the goal as well, really. I think overall he was superb and was a real driver for what we did tonight.
You obviously get the second with Anthony's goal as well. You could have had 3 or 4 in that half, really, couldn't you?
Yeah, I think we could have. I think Hannibal had a big chance as well. And we was, like I said, we was well in the ascendancy, really, and going in 2-0, and probably only disappointment was that maybe it couldn't have been 3. But yeah, I was pleased with the first half and the second half, to be honest.
Yeah, second half, it looked like you were doing professional jobs in the game. The goal came out of nowhere.
Yeah, disappointed with the goal. We're disappointed. Set play goal. We've been brilliant on set plays, but concede that goal, really. I must mention the stadium tonight. I thought the stadium was absolutely superb. I think it's probably the best it's been, certainly since I've been here, and they've been brilliant all year. But even when they scored that goal at that moment, I felt a real positive energy coming from the stadium. I felt a real energy which was like, yeah, let's go again. Our reaction after the goal was superb. And I think for large parts of that, it was down to the stadium, to be quite honest with you. I mentioned it many times, Matt. I've been in the arena many times before, and you always get a feeling of a stadium and where your fans are, and sometimes that can have a big effect. Them fans tonight give us that little bit of a push when we needed it most, really, and they were a large part of why we've come out of here with 3 points tonight, really.
Yeah, of course it gets a bit edgy, but maybe because I've seen it so many times, but you seem quite comfortable. Yeah,
we seem comfortable. Like, look, they bring on a couple of forwards. They end up putting Duffy on the top line. They go quite direct. He's 6 foot, however, and probably it feels edgy. But yeah, we managed them really well. We managed them situations really well. Back end, Trav coming out for one as well, and defend our box pretty well. So yeah, I was pleased with that.
Back top now, how important was it to put it down tonight, get it back ahead of the games tomorrow?
Always important. It's not important for other teams, it's just important for us, really. And I've said it to you for such a long time, that every game, the way we've gone about this year in everything I've delivered to this group, is one game at a time. And it's very cliche, but you just never ever get involved in the emotion of what this division can bring, and at this part of the season, certainly what it can bring as well. The people that get involved in the emotion of it, 9 times out of 10, my experiences tell me that they normally fail. So we've been rock solid in terms of our focus. We've been rock solid in our commitment to what we need to do. We'll enjoy tonight, and the lads deserve that after a really busy week. And it gives us a full week now to prep into only one fault, and that is Watford.
Can I ask on Lau Foster, is any update on that? Or?
No update at the moment, mate, no.
Thank you.
You spoke in the week at Derby, I think, about the need to be emotionally and psychologically stable at this time of year. Is that kind of the evidence of the last 14 minutes? Because it was quite nervy, or could have been, couldn't it? And Is that sort of evidence of what you were talking about when you mentioned that?
Yeah, I think it is. I think, look, if there's one thing, this group's full of experienced players which have been around it, seen it, done it, understand probably the way things look. And mixed with that is another lot of players who are extremely young, never ever been in this environment, never been at this part of the season fighting for what we're fighting for. So I'm always conscious of that. I also understand at this part how important that is really. So the back end of the game, this group, like I said, don't surprise me. They know where to go when they need to go there, and there's also a calmness about them when they need to be.
And how important is it that you've been there? Because obviously this is your third, or would be, if it's successful, would be your third go around in the last 5-6 years. How important is your own experience?
Well, I think, yes, the manager I was last time I was in this division with Fulham is probably a very different one to what I am now. And my words and how I'm addressing things, or certainly how I'm reacting to things, is probably a lot different to what I was at Fulham. And that's just human nature, and that's from learning and just understanding it really. So, I'm pretty calm. I understand. Normally things pan out the same way really, and that's certainly what's happening here.
Josh Cullen was booked in the first half. Was that ever in your mind to take him off early?
Yeah, it crossed my mind a little bit. I think if there's any other player, maybe I would have, but Josh Cullen's, when I look at him and just give him a signal to be calm, he looks straight back and says, yeah, don't worry, I've got this. So, experienced guy that can make good decisions. He's not someone that certainly would make a rash decision, and I trust him with my life, to be quite honest with you, in that moment. So, he's fine. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Cheers.